think we can go ahead and start. Hello, B. Nice to see you. We got some Bloodborne to get through tonight. And by some, I mean a lot. That's quite alright. Like always, I'm going to start with a little bit of the Chalice Dungeon to show off how deep I got. And then we're gonna go right back. There we go. To the DLC. There we go. Damn, we're real close. How's the nitrous? Fine. Doing fine on blood vials. I guess just real quick, I'll show how far I got in the Chalice Dungeons. Probably won't beat the boss I'm currently on. Because, oh my god, this current boss sucks. I made an entire layer down from where we were. I guess that's impressive. I unlocked the boss, and, it's an old friend who I was not happy to see. Not at all. And it has a lot more HP than I'm used to it having. So... oh, it sucks. It sucks real bad. The boss on Layer 2 is the Blood-Starved Beast from Old Garnham. How's the audio, by the way? I'm trying it a little bit louder this time. Sounds good? Alright. In case you're curious, yes, this boss is, the full one. So, it does have multiple phases, all of which will poison me. You're almost caught up in the manga? Nice. I haven't started reading. I'll probably start after the stream tonight. Oh, shit. It's really hard to get invested in the Chalice Dungeons, because it's a lot of rehashed bosses in less than fun circumstances. Case in point, this guy, who I've already fought before, but now he has like 6 times as much HP. I'm dead. Yeah. Alright, well that's enough Chalice Dungeon for today. I'm really not too sure about getting to the end of these. I'm trying my best, but, like, they are really taking their toll on me. They are such, like, not fun pieces of content to watch or to play that, like... First off, I can't convince myself to dedicate more time to Bloodborne just to getting to the end of these. I just can't do it. I can't talk myself into it. And also, there's the issue that, like, if I were to do it on my own time, I wouldn't be having any fun. And, like, look at that. I still have so much further to go. I have 4 layers here, and presumably 4 layers here. That's 8 more sections of those godforsaken Chalice dungeons. Alright, back to the fishing hamlet. Grab some blood vials there. Now, I would like to, I guess, semi-retract one of my statements from yesterday. The shark enemies that I pointed out here. That, I guess, sort of just attack, constantly. Yeah, those guys that I recommended you avoid. I'm gonna turn that down just a little bit. Those guys. They actually do have a worthwhile drop if you decide to fight them. I still really would prefer to not fight them. I'm just putting it out there that it is definitely worth it for those who decide to do it. I don't want to spoil it, just in case we decide to get it later. Give me that. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, down that well. If you can manage to kill both of them, there's something really good. Oh, good. That was fun. Grab this item here. An odd fire damp blood gem. Okay. I hate that I heard a bell. Whale urns. Keeping my eye on you, shark man. I know you're still over there. Bastard. Yeah, I'm looking at you. Fuck you gonna do about it, huh? This guy throws spears. As you can probably imagine, he's going to be using a lot of really obnoxious choke points. Shark dogs. Shark dogs. Oh. I do not like the shark dogs. Oh no. spear throwers. Is there another one I'm hearing? No? Yeah, honestly, I can't wait to die over and over again trying to get the extra bits of content here or there. Shit! Oh my god. I hate this area so much. These fishmen are very obnoxious. And notice, by the way, there still hasn't been a checkpoint. Because of course there hasn't. God, I'm gonna get my ass handed to me for the entirety of this area. I hope you guys are ready for it. I'm gonna try sprinting past everything. Don't touch me, don't touch me. Oh god, I hate this area. I'm amazed the big shark. Ah! Didn't take my blood echoes. Well, this is gonna be fun. Come on, we have a whole 2 hours to get through, 2 to 3 hours to get through this whole one area. How hard can it be? This whole one area that holds what is considered to be the hardest boss fight in the entire From Software library. Oh my god, I hate them. Whoa. Oh, the dogs stagger. That's good. Another reason to hate them. Alright, that's too much of a choke point. I can't sprint through there. Oh, God, that is so annoying. I have to fight my way through this area every time I want an attempt. Oh, this is not going to be fun. God, they give fuck all blood echoes too. I hate these things the most about this area, I think. Saw cleaver works just fine on them. Come on. There we go. Okay. Here's the part that gets real dangerous. How far back do I have to go to get rid of those? Oh my god. I have to sprint through. I have to. From here on out, there's no stopping. Damaged. Don't get stuck on rocks now, bud. Into the building. Lantern. Why are you in here? Alright, bud. I'm leaving now. You finally gotten around to Metroid 2? I'm very sorry. Do have fun, though. If I were to make any suggestions, it would be to just play AM2R, but otherwise, yeah, good luck. If you can, try to play it on, like, a Super Game Boy or something with Super Game Boy-like settings so that you can add some color. Don't hate the game yet. Bad news is I got stuck very early in, which isn't a good sign, but I'm past that. Yeah, everything in that game kind of looks the same. And that's the issue I kept hitting with it over and over again. If you end up not hitting that, and then good job. Oh my god. Alright, back to the lighthouse hut. Oh. There's a part where you have to do a really awkward bomb jump to progress. Bomb jumping in that game, if I remember right, is really awkward. Okay, so, we're, like, I don't know, a chunk of the way through the fishing hamlet. I know where the boss is. It's almost impossible not to know, actually, once you see it. You'll be like, oh yeah, of course it's gonna be in that spot. Can I open this? No. There's a couple of shortcuts here that we don't have access to just yet. Can't do anything there. Shark man's coming. The shark man cometh. Oh, right! This fucking part. What we just heard ring was the Sinister Bell. It is normally an online exclusive item that punishes players for attempting to summon, allowing hunters that want to do PvP to break into your world. He's stuck.
Unending death awaits those who pry into the unknown.
So yeah, you get the feeling that the fishing hamlet isn't exactly somewhere we're supposed to be. And that's because we're absolutely not. This place was a subject of a hunt at some point in time. Exactly when, we're pretty much unsure of, but there definitely were some happenings here. And I'm down.
Unending death awaits those who pry
All right.
into the unknown.
Unending death for me. That sounds fine. Now I want you to think of the fishing hamlet's position. The fishing hamlet is locked within the hunter's nightmare, behind the astral clock tower, guarded by Lady Maria. That shows us that most likely Gehrman and Maria were involved in the hunts that took place in this place. As for what they were hunting, we can't really be sure just yet. It will be... Oh no, there I go. I think... Death is a preferable alternative to being down here, but okay. I mean, I think it's more like this place is a secret hidden by Maria. It's something that she doesn't want people to see. We can see this in her dialogue. Oh shit, lightning. We can see this in her dialogue when we wake her up, initially. She says that the call of secrets is too great, only an honest death can save us now. Basically saying that losing to her is the only way- oh. Yeah, that would do it. I am dead. Basically, an honest death is the only thing that'll stop us from getting to this point in the DLC. And whatever she's hiding in here is a quote-unquote secret. And we heard from the guy wandering around at the entrance that this place is a very, dangerous... I guess, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's a very, grief-stricken area, with that man cursing the hunters and whatnot. So the hunters came here to hunt. And again, the question comes down to, what were they going to hunt? Do I not have point down? Fine. Point forward. That easy. Okay. Switch to the saw cleaver for now. Whalerns. Whomst. Oh, that's whomst. Some Stardew mods? They put in the FF15 characters? Oh. That sounds beautiful. We'll get to FF15 someday, I swear. Oh shit. Shit. Oh. Ho ho ho. Oh. How am I not dead? Blood vials. And blood vials. Awesome. Don't know how I'm alive. Okay. Well, this can't be good. Definitely rushing across there. Oh. It's just where I was. That's fine. Hey, would you look at that? We're back at the lamp. Very shortcut, but, I'll take it. I don't dare slide down this too quickly. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh! Alright. So, lore-wise, these things are parasites. However, they're a very special kind of parasite that feed off of a very specific being that we will see shortly. Oh. Oh, gross! There are people in these! There are people in the snail shells. Why wouldn't there be people in the snail shells? fuck everything here. Oh. Oh, shit. Ladder combat! I can't believe I won that. I absolutely did not deserve to win that. Oh my god! Oh, I hate these tunnels. Oh, I hate these. Oh!
Awaits those who pry into the unknown.
Oh my god! Okay. Okay. Okay, I never need to go out that way again. Never. And thus I am never going to. Oh, come on. Yeah, there I go. What's the best way to deal with that room? Kill those guys and then move on? Just like, not the wizards, the dudes with the tools. I might be able to manage that consistently-ish. This isn't going to be our route to the boss, so it's not like it needs to be a super consistent way through. Come on. I don't have all day. Jeez. Okay, I can't imagine the snail people are very tanky. Shit. You didn't even kill me! Damn summon dude. Well, he comes out no matter what, so I might as well kill him. I killed the other one pretty quickly, but I'm worried about being able to do that multiple times. Oh, here he comes. Come on. Never even touches the bottom. Whoa! Ring the bell. Where is he? I hear that bell. I do not hear him or see him. Oh, Jesus.
Awaits those who pry into the unknown.
He is way too fucking strong. I'm gonna re-equip my Augur of Abritus. I had that unequipped so I wouldn't accidentally switch away from my antidotes during the Blood-Starved Beast battle, but I mean, seeing as we're not near the Blood-Starved Beast anymore. Well, here we go. Oh, okay. Oh, God, I hate this dude. Yeah, unending death, whatever. Leave me alone. I wish I could fucking skip him. But that area up ahead is way too dangerous for that, and I don't even know if it's the right way at this point, honestly. I might explore the rest of that, like, lower area before trying that again. No, not that way, me. This way. There we go. What's the nitrous at? No, not you. You. 72. Awesome. Usable for a little while longer yet. I should clarify why the nitrus's durability is so low. This game has this state for weapons called at risk. Oh. That happens at a certain durability. I believe it's 40. 40 and below, I'm pretty sure, is the number for it. That definitely looks like the right way. Anyways, so basically I have 60 durability on that thing to work with. Which is not very good. And the durability actually drops faster when it's powered up, which is the form that it's actually most worth using in. Because it deals so much damage like that. Oh, I hate her eyes like that. All glowy and shit? Nah, that's bad. Anyways, basically, the Tonitrus, when using it optimally, actually breaks like 3 times as quickly as it normally would, so... There! I can't believe that worked. You see, when he dodges out of that, he dodges backwards, not towards. So if I faced him against the wall, he had no way to dodge that. At all. God, I hate that enemy type. Oh, okay. Kin Coldblood. Really examine the room here. There's a lever. Which brings down an elevator. Oh my god, we made it. Oh my god. And then at the top of this elevator, Kin Coldblood, and a gate, which takes us right back to the lantern. Oh. What a stressful area. But we did it. We made it all the way through the fishing hamlet. And the real nightmares have only just started. Blood vials, I guess. There are 2 more bosses in the DLC. One of which is considered the most difficult thing in any From Software game by a large chunk of people. I don't know how that's held up to Sekiro. Might be kind of hard to judge Sekiro specifically. because it's Sekiro. It's not quite your run-of-the-mill From Software game. These creatures will not attack us. The Orphan of Kos. Is commonly considered to be one of the greatest challenges that Bloodborne has to offer. And I'm dead already. That right there is Kos. That large creature that's washed up on the beach, dead, is what remains of the Great One Kos, who presumably was killed by the hunters in their visit to the fishing hamlet. Which means Gehrman killed Kos, which really puts his role into perspective. Notice he's the only other living creature in the hunter's dream with us. Oh shit, okay. Okay, that's the wrong way. That's the wrong way. I'm not going that way. If you're curious as to what's back there, by the way, you shouldn't be. That is the next Blood Rock. Not that item there, it's really far in the back, guarded by several winter lanterns. Hate how his noises are like making it sound like he's saying no, no, no. Yeah, his screams have a habit of getting caught in people's heads after many attempts at this boss. Oh my god, he's so strong. This is the creature that I made zero promises on defeating, by the way. You can still visceral him. Don't expect it very often. That is the recommended, I guess, the recommended strategy. Oh, if you're curious what he's flinging, by the way, it's a placenta. Kos is a unique boss in Bloodborne. Because a lot of the time, he will deal more damage than Bloodletting can reliably heal. Ugh. So, just swinging wildly at him gets you nowhere, basically. Oh my god. Once upon a time, I did beat Koss. Not solo, but I did it. Or I guess Orphan. He's not quite Koss himself, but, you know. Yeah, no, every waking moment for the Orphan of Koss is pain and suffering. He's not doing too well. However, we do have a prophecy to uphold. Every great one loses their child, after all. It just so happens that Koss died before her child did, and now we have to kill her child. Now, there's a lot of, I guess, questioning about what causes, like, Orphan of Koss to attack us, and a lot of people think it's instinct, and I'm in that camp. There's a lot of people who think that it's the prayers of the fishing hamlet people that cause him to become aggressive towards those who show up. Shit. I made no promises of beating him. None. I want to show phase 2, but I'm not going to break myself over this stupid boss. Does instinct include... The instinct code include provocation? Kinda. We haven't done anything to him. I mean, granted, we've been hitting him. But he attacks us long before... Shit. Oh. Oh! Like he's trying to provoke people into killing him? I'm not so certain he's capable of that level of thought. There I go. In fact, I'm actually almost certain he's not. The Orphan isn't a creature that has any lines. He's not a creature that ever speaks. Even though he's mostly shaped like a human being, he is far, far less human than even, like, the cleric beast. And again, I'm not... Oh. I mean, the instinct, I think, is more of a survival one. I mean, if you think about it, Orphan of Koss died in Koss's uterus, essentially. Meaning his only experience with the world is his mother dying immediately. And now he's trapped here in the Hunter's Nightmare with us of all hunters. Wow, my gun does very little. Oh, Cos. Or some say Cosm. But yes, this is the boss that Mikolash makes reference to. Or, this guy isn't necessarily the boss, it's his mother, but still. This is what Mikolash references. The Great One Cos off the fishing hamlet. I'll give it like 2 more attempts and then we'll move on. It's less of a no, 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 more of a child screaming like a temper tantrum. Exactly. Cos, Orphan of Cos. I'm just gonna call him Cos. If you guys get triggered by it, that's on you. Cos has a, it has literally just been born. Effectively. Now, we're not sure why it's just now that he's, like, crawling out of the dead body, but... Oh my god. Yeah, that's a good way to start. Holy shit. Note to self, in contest of strength, Cos wins. Hands down. Ooh! Ew, he hit me with the placenta! God damn, Cos, I just want to see phase 2 and then I'll leave you alone, okay? Okay, bro? Yeah, it's basically yo-yo, you! Well, no phase 2 for us. In case you're curious, by the way, the ending cutscene of the DLC isn't really much. It's just a shot of the moon on this beach. Again, I made no promises on beating this boss fight, and I stated outright that I most likely would not be able to. So we're gonna move on. He's way above my pay grade. Like, I cannot do that. I've been able to do it one time ever, and that was with someone online who helped me and did a fantastic job of killing him for me. If there's anywhere that's still active for players to get summoned, it's probably right there. Now, we have one more boss to show. I don't get paid. I'm just saying that, oh, we're not doing the well just yet. I'll do the well in a moment. I have one more boss to show in the DLC, though. One more. And to get there, we're back at the Hunter's Nightmare. Now, I don't know when exactly this opens up. However, as we observed earlier, we can get there by sprinting, which is pretty much exactly what I'm going to do. How am I not dead? We're going to need to sneak in past Timmy Two Shoes, Axe, or I guess Great Old One Edition. Alright, Mr. Shoes. Again, this is a boss that I make no promises on defeating, because he is incredibly difficult. Okay. What the heck? What's the trigger for this? Hold on, let me look this up. There he is. It's one of the first things that comes up when I search up Bloodborne how-to. How do I get that? Come on. Oh, affects your life's being slow. There it goes. Oh! Ha! 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 That's gonna be fun. Oh, I passed the Bold Hunter's mark. It's around here somewhere. Alright. So there's one crucial step about getting to Lawrence that I completely forgot. Oh my god. So this part, I couldn't fight this boss fight for a long time. What you need to do is you need to go to the research hall. And once in the research hall, We need to call this elevator back up. No, do not eat more cup noodle. Stop it. Hey, Pixel Flora, nice to see you. We're riding towards that spooky voice. Oh god, I forgot there were two. It's okay, we don't need to survive in this room for too long. We just need to send that up and grab the item off of it. Easier said than done. Lawrence's skull, and now we can die. Huh! Alright. Well, Pixel Flora, you sadly missed Screech McGee, our good friend, the final boss of the DLC. I could fight him a couple more times if you want to see him, but I'm not going to be able to beat it. Ever. Placenta Yo-Yo Man? Yes. That's his full title, you know. Placenta Yo-Yo Man, comma, Screech McGee. Alright, so I guess I'll show that one a couple more times for, I guess, anyone who hasn't seen it yet. I just got a big influx of viewers. That's surprising. Bloodborne's been steadily declining in viewership. It's weird, but I mean, whatever, you know. I don't do it for the views. It's been a lot of fun going back through this game. It's really reminded me of why this is one of my all-time favorite video games. It might be increasing. Oh my. Alright, here we go. Bloodborne 2 rumors are everywhere. Bloodborne 2 rumors have been everywhere since Bloodborne came out. Yeah, this time for sure. We'll definitely kill him. Oh. Oh. Ugh. That thing attached to his hand is a placenta. Come on, Toss. This isn't like you. It's so oh, yeah, there it is. There's the orphan I know. That's his mother we're stepping on. Funny, Gehrman's been waiting for us for like a month. You know, we triggered the end game how long ago? And we've just been fucking around doing everything else. Now, if this is the child, imagine how tough that thing was to kill. I cannot imagine what Gehrman and Maria went through when here. It is heavily, or I guess not heavily implied, but it is a little bit implied that this is where Maria possibly died. There is a single grave overlooking the beach here in the fishing hamlet that I actually might be able to find. A singular grave, there it is, right here, with one lumen flower placed on it, overlooking the cliff where Kaz is laying. And as we've seen, Maria is located inside of a room that just outside of it has a massive garden of lumen flowers. No more. No one gets to witness that. That's where you're wrong. Honestly, I can't blame Maria for trying to prevent this place from existing in anyone's head. Because, man, I wish it didn't exist in mine. Alright. Let's repair that Tonitrus. We're back in the Hunter's Dream, which means we have to repair it because this thing breaks constantly. Spend the rest on blood vials. Alright, I guess it's time for the secret boss of the DLC then. Oh my god, I need to make that run again. I hate running through the first area of the DLC. I hate it so much. Because it's just not practical to sit there and kill all 12 billion enemies here. But like, running through it is just so stressful. Because everything moves as quickly as you do. If I wait here for just a moment, you'll be preoccupied with them. Bye. Ah, to you too. Guide everything upwards to the beasts. They'll keep each other busy. Now, let me just be the first to say that fire will not do very much to this upcoming boss fight. Oh, look! There's actually a summon here now. I might need him. I might go back for him. Sending me Bloodborne memes again? Alright. I'm all for it. Alright, come here. I have never, ever beaten this boss. Summons or not. This one is one that I took one look at the attack patterns of and was like, I don't need to do that. And never went back. Hi, Valter! Valter, no! Valter, stop! Valter, quit it! Oh my god. He's gonna get himself killed. Listen here, mister. Valter, come on. Alright, now that we have Lawrence's skull, which is an item that I should probably read the description of while we have it. Is it... Where is it in my inventory? Where do you put the skull of Lawrence in your inventory? I know I got it. There it is. I keep passing it. It doesn't look the way you'd think it would. Skull of Lawrence, first vicar of the Healing Church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast, and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past, and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, he could never restore his memories. That's how you can tell shit's about to get real. The fur on his arm moved. And now I feel bad for throwing oil urns and Molotovs. Oh! I don't even know what to say. I died in one hit. From full health. Well, looks like we're looking for maximum fire resistance then. Is it 110? Oh, 120. I see 60. I see 60. The amount of times we've had to do this for fire explicitly has been ridiculous. God, I always forget we look like this underneath that metal cage. Alright, I'm gonna give him, like, one big attempt where I try to show off as much of him as I can. But again, I'm not going to dedicate too much time into killing him, much like with the Orphan of Kos. I consider him to be much too difficult to warrant me attempting to actually beat. I know, it's such a beautiful hat. Shit! No! Well, that was a less than smooth run. No, no, you're supposed to die to Timmy Two Shoes. You two are not supposed to be mad at me right now. Ugh. Okay. That was the highest fire resistance I have. So that's not happening. Good God, that is not happening. You know what? I'm fine with that, too. Because that means we only have... Oh, no, that's not what I want to equip. That's, Oh, no, actually, I want to equip the choir set. because that has really good arcane defense for what we are about to do. Where the choir trousers? There they are. God, we are just a glorious creation. Alright, so we have one more actual boss we need to defeat. How do I get there again? There it is. Forsaken Castle Canehurst. And then, after that, we can move into the final boss. After I show off what's down that well, because Jay was very, very explicit that he wanted to see if I could get the item that was down there. The answer is going to be no. Yeah, no, that's not a mask. We just look like this. We just look like this. Why does From Software let us do that? I made a character in Demon Souls tonight because I was curious about the character creator, and it is, in fact, almost this broken. You can't change your skin color to a gross blue, but you can make your character's face look like it's not even connected to their body. Okay, now to remember where what even... I remember now. It's up here. They keep hitting me with that. Apparently unaware that it's not doing anything. I don't even think there are any ghost women up here. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure there are no enemies from here on out. Actually, no, there's a couple. But they're not any we need to worry about. Watch, one of them's gonna knock me right off this roof. Did they even notice me? No. Sick. Hey, look. That's where we started. Alright, Logari, it's time to get your ass handed to you. Oh my god, I hate that I basically have to run right at him to start with. Oh, that's an AoE. Whoa! Okay, note to self. Don't even be on the same side of the map as him. Whoa! Okay, Mr. Logarius, whatever you say. God, I wish I could take that sword. I don't think there's a way to get his weapons, unfortunately. It's one thing that Dark Souls has always had above Bloodborne, is that in every Dark Souls games, there's ways to get weapons out of bosses. Basically all the time. Even if it's not necessarily the exact weapon of the boss, you can always get at least something out of them. So, like, if you really like, it's a random example, I guess the Vort fight, you can get Vort's hammer and be happy with that. That deals A damage. 1. I just had a little heart attack. See, at least you can get to Logarius really quickly. Lawrence, you just have no chance to get anywhere near him in a reasonable amount of time. How? Oh my god, that attack is terrifying. Oh. You know, didn't do too bad that time. Did not do too terribly. How's the Nitrous doing? I got most of his health bar down. I just need to deal with that stupid Phase 2 sword. Oh my god. Which means we are getting closer and closer and closer to actually seeing what's past him. careful here. And then around here. Whoa! Okay. He does have some mid-range options. AoE. Back up further than I think I should. Damn. I think I'll keep trying until 12. I'm not super concerned about killing him because there's not a whole lot past him. I'm just happy I got to show most of his fight, you know? I can't say if you're interested and you're like, man, but I really need to know, like, what the fuck is up with this castle place? I highly recommend checking out Vati Vidya's video on the Vile Bloods of Castle Canehurst. He does a much better job of telling the story than I ever could. In fact, actually, if you're curious about the lore of Bloodborne, really, he's the man for you. Any of the Souls games, really. He's very good at taking all the little details from the Souls games and sort of combining them into this, like, really good narrative. Oh god, he probably has Demon Souls videos out, too. I need to go watch those, if he's still doing stuff, of course. I haven't checked up on him since Sekiro came out, because I kind of wanted to play through Sekiro myself, and, well, I'm bad at stealth games, so that never happened. Yeah, maybe someday I'll manage to finish Sekiro, but, like, I couldn't finish Metal Gear Solid. I highly doubt I'm gonna be able to finish a goddamn From Software stealth game. Well, shit. I guess I'll defer to the chat. How many more runs do you think we should try this guy before we give up? Because we do literally have the final boss open, and I was hoping to be able to finish this game tonight. If we don't, that's fine, but that means we have to put off Final Fantasy IV for another week, which I don't know about doing that. Bloodborne's already ran about 21 days over Halloween, so... Shit. One or two more runs, come back if you... Oh, there is no after the final boss. Once you beat the final boss... Oh, come on, damaged. Once you beat the final boss, that's it. The game New Game Pluses. Immediately. Which is super frustrating, and I really hope they give Bloodborne a nice fancy remaster on PS5 or something that removes that shit. Because it is infuriating. Whatever works for me, I'd say like 2 more runs. Unless we're seeing like significant progress again. Because last thing I want to do is spend the entire rest of the stream just losing to Martyr Logarius over and over again. A lot of dead-end bosses tonight, but they're bosses that I knew they were going to be dead ends. Orphan of Kos, Lawrence, both of which are way too difficult for me. I'm an itty-bitty baby Bloodborne player. I do not have the skills necessary to beat the big flaming cleric beast. I mean, regardless of who I'm better than, I am not better than Kos. Or Lawrence. Shit. Sword's already down? Serious? No! Oh my god! Oh! He was like, I just had to shoot him. I had to shoot him once. I was so close. Oh, I choked. I choked so hard. He barely even had HP. Oh, hold on. I'm gonna take a moment to breathe. Oh, God. Well, that's significant progress if I've ever seen it. My heart. No. Come on. Get me up that ladder, please. Oh. Like I said, I hate getting pursued up ladders. Hate it. Hate it so much. They can't even go up these ladders, and I still hate it. Alright, Martyr Logarius. Time to die for real this time. Oh yeah, this game's gorgeous. And, like, Canehurst Castle just all the way through it has this absolutely beautiful aesthetic to it. It's great. Why is that one open? I don't see anything out there. I don't see any items or anything. Oh well. For a second I thought this was just, like, open, and I was like, wait a minute, is he dead? He shouldn't be dead. Back up all the way so that angry grandpa here can do his AoE. Holy shit. Oh well. I think we're gonna move on to the final boss now. I wanted to kill Logarius, but probably not gonna happen. I've only, like, this run-through was my first time, or not tonight, but, like, this playthrough was my first time ever making it to him. So who knows, maybe my next playthrough I'll actually manage to kill him. Now, there is one thing that, one viewer, who I'm certain has passed out by now, did want to see, and that is in the DLC, so we're going to take a quick sidetrack to go maybe try and see that. We need to go to the fishing hamlet, the opening of the area with the orphan in it. Alright, and... just gonna progress through this area like normal. Kill most of these enemies. Gotta get their attention. So that I can get them away from the Hellmouth. God, I don't want to do this. The other one. Yeah, that's not happening. Ever. If you kill both of those, you get Maria of the Astral Clock Tower's weapon. Which is quite the reward for an impossible Herculean task. I gave it my best shot. I hate those things so much that I'm never going to get near it ever again. And then there's that psychological torture element of hearing the Winter Lantern nearby that makes it all just so much worse. Alright. Just real quick, I want to repair the Tonitrus. So we'll go ahead and use some Frenzied Cold Blood. Oh. There it is. I'm ready. All right, Garamond.
Good hunter, you've done well. The night is near its end. Now, I will show you mercy. You will die, forget the dream, and awake under the morning sun. You will be freed from this terrible hunter's dream.
Saying yes to this, submitting your life, is the first of 3 endings. You die to Garamond. You wake up the next morning in Yharnam, having survived the hunt, and are able to leave.
Dear, oh dear. What was it? The hunt? The blood? Or the horrible dream? Oh, it doesn't matter. It always comes down to the hunter's helper to clean up after these sorts of messes. Tonight, Gammon joins the hunt.
The final boss of Bloodborne is Gehrman, First Hunter. Oh, Jesus, he's really hard. Now, of course, it should go without saying that defeating Gehrman causes endings. The ending that we will be not getting, the quote-unquote neutral ending. Gehrman, we defeat Gehrman, and the Hunter's Dream is left with an empty void that must be filled. So, we fill it, and now fill the role of Gehrman. Oh, jeez. I will never accept my death. Leave me alone, Gehrman. I just want you dead. Ugh. You must accept your death. Why don't you accept your death, Gehrman? Leave me alone. Oh, shit. I don't want to be freed from the night. Why don't you be freed of the night, huh? Now, I will say that if you did not use your 3/3 chords, now is the time to do so, because that triggers the true ending of Bloodborne. beating Gehrman after using all 3 of them. There are 4 in the game, 2 of which are entirely missable. And frankly, if you don't have them by this point, I think only 1 of them is even still available. And that is assuming you did not kill Yosefka before she was, well, ready. Oh my god, you need to be so quick on the draw for that. Oh. I don't want to be freed from the night, though. By the way, the moment you make your decision, he won't let you go back on it. Which I think is really funny. Even if we wanted to end the game now without getting the true ending, he won't let us. Gehrman has a no takebacks rule, it's true. Oh my god. Gehrman, your cape was stuck in your leg. Oh my god, I need to relearn this boss. I've only ever fought him twice. Once on my own profile, and then once when playing through the game with some friends. His cape wouldn't cooperate, yeah. You be free from the night, Gehrman, hmm? Jesus. He's telling me to shut the game off. That's what he's doing. That motherfucker. worth. Whoa! Why is he still attacking me? Damn, I wanted this to be the end, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one tonight. If we do beat this, then we can finally start the Final Fantasy block. That wouldn't be tonight, that'd be next Friday that we'd start it. Damn, we haven't even phase 2'd him yet. There he goes. Come on, Gehrman. AoE. Here he comes. Gehrman is now so much more dangerous. No. Oh, ho, ho. Got him. And our reward for defeating Gehrman. The Moon Presence. Commonly seen as a post-Gehrman victory lap. I think it's an interesting boss. This boss is only encounterable. I kind of wanted to die. You can only encounter the Moon Presence if you use all 3 of the 1/3 umbilical cords and grant yourself eyes on the inside to be able to resist its thrall. Otherwise, it just places you in Gehrman's chair, and that's it. You are Gehrman now. Now we actually have a chance to resist. And by the way, darkness in the sky and a blood-red moon.
Gehrman awaits you at the foot of the great tree.
Oh, hon, I don't think he's there anymore.
Go on, good hunter. Farewell, good. May you find your worth in the waking world.
God damn, I can't believe I didn't choke there, honestly. Here we go. Oh my god. This is your favorite music track in the game? I can get that. My favorite is probably Lawrence's theme, which is why I'm so sad that I can't survive more than one hit from Lawrence. That never goes off when I want it to. That transform attack. Oh shit, we can't use blood echoes, or blood vials. Oh no. I have to wait that out. Got him! And that was Bloodborne.
Are you cold? Oh, good hunter.
Congratulations! You beat Bloodborne! You are now Slug. I know what you're probably thinking. What the fuck was that? The other two endings sound so much more coherent! And that's because they are more coherent. The ending of Bloodborne is us transcending humanity to become a great old one in the place of the moon presence. Ah. It's just... it's so good. As for what that means, who knows? Bloodborne is easily one of my favorite PS4 games, and definitely the best game in From Software's library. Further ahead than my second place pick, which is Dark Souls 2, or not 2, Dark Souls 1. 2 is below that. 3 is the lowest. I can't place Demon Souls, I've never finished it, so don't ask me. Oh my god. Well, I mean, that was most of the game right there. The only stuff I didn't show was what was after Martyr Logarius. Killing, what's-his-face? Kos, and killing the first Vicar. And I guess the Chalice dungeons, because they're ass, and also because they don't reset on New Game Plus. So I can feel free to go through that on my own time, and whenever I do make it through there, I will be sure to let you guys know, and I will, I guess, ask around then, and we'll see how you guys want me to go around doing that. I could just make a one-off sort of Let's Play style video where I talk about fighting her, or I could, I guess, stream it a little bit. Remember when this game was about fighting wolves? Me neither. Oh yeah, it evolves very quickly. I really like Bloodborne's good mixture of practical and cosmic horror. It's so good. In a way that, like, only a video game can hit, you know? I mean, I guess you can make a movie that hits like this, but I don't know, doing it within a time constraint of a normal film is much more difficult than doing it the way Bloodborne did it over the course of, like, a, 40-hour video game? I'd have to check our playtime on our save file. Video games are a different experience. It's one thing to see a character have to run past a bunch of slug monsters to defeat the child of a great old one, and it's another thing trying to force yourself to do it. It's crazy, by the way, just how much more time video games have over movies. It's just like, in a movie, it's like, oh man, that thing's 3 hours? Ugh, that's too long. What the heck? Meanwhile, you pick up a video game and it's like, what do you mean this is 3 hours? Garbage. Waste of money. I don't want anything to do with this. I can't believe I finished this game again. Every time I beat a FromSoft game, there's always that feeling of like, how did I do that? And I want you guys to keep in mind that as I'm saying that, I've beaten Bloodborne 3 times, Dark Souls 2 4 times, and Dark Souls 1 like 7 times. If you go to a theater, you spend about as much as a video game on the amount of buttered popcorn it would take to satisfy for 3 hours. Exactly. And, like, with games, I don't know, there's something to be said about sitting down and being able to play a video game for literally an entire day. And that said video game might have been something that you got at a bargain price for, like, $5 in a bargain bin or something. I don't remember how much I got Bloodborne for, but it definitely sure as fuck was not full price. Yes, character investment's a big one. Is it gonna load me right into New Game Plus? I think it is. Well, I guess I could show off maybe a little bit of New Game Plus. Just a teeny little bit of something that changes here.
Good. All signed.
Yeah, bye, dude. Ghost of Tsushima, I had to take a break because of that exactly. I am God now. I cannot be vanquished. Another round! Kidding, of course. Time for some catharsis. I am Slug. Now, New Game Plus has new enemy placements, tougher enemies, really, just stronger, like, everything. It really adjusts the game to your new found godhood. I feel bad for anyone who finishes this game and like does not fight Gehrman. I have never gotten an ending in this game that was not the full ending because I love the Moon Presence boss fight too much to skip it ever. Yeah, these are basic enemies, though. I always go right through them. What have you always wondered, B? Cameron took 50 tries. Why does the Moon Presence take 2? Because he's easy. Oh, yeah. He has been absolutely manipulating us this whole time. Take the items that I did not take last time. Ha! Ha ha! Ha ha! Ha! I killed you like 5 minutes ago! Bye. It's fueled on rage. Alright, so... for defeating... Gehrman, we get the Burial Blade. Trick weapon wielded by Gehrman, the first hunter. A masterpiece that defined the entire array of weapons crafted at the workshop. Its blade is forged with siderite, said to have fallen from the heavens. Gehrman surely saw the hunt as a dirge of farewell, wishing only that his prey may rest in peace. Never again to awaken to another harrowing nightmare. And unfortunately for you, Gehrman, you created a harrowing nightmare. Thanks. I guess I'll just grab all the weapons I can out of here. Ludwig's Holy Blade. There. I believe I have one of these. Ludwig's rifle, repeating pistol. Alright. Well, do I have stats to equip it? I do. Motherfucker was strong attack spamming me the entire time. Well, what do you say we leave this character in their best possible state? Actually, there we go. Gehrman looking out the window. What the fuck? Where did you get that? Well, everyone say goodnight to Damaged, our wonderful, happy slug boy. Dressed as his favorite doll. As we say goodnight to him forever. I do want to check his playtime real quick. I'm pretty sure this is part 10 of Bloodborne, I think. Which means arguably we should be at like, what, 20-ish hours? Holy shit, we're at 30. Why is that character's name TTTTTTT? Yeah, this is the character we played through the game during game nights. Abandoned in the lower Thumerian labyrinth. Probably getting bullied by the bloodletting beast. Or Rom. One of the two. This was the character I was planning on bringing when we were going to cover the DLC. And I guess I'll show her. A couple things stopped me from playing through the game entirely as her. Part of that was definitely burnout. I was feeling a lot of burnout towards this game. Finishing it once every, like, few years is enough for me. There. She's got the Kirk hammer. Can I get her, like, up against a wall so I can, like, see her face? Yeah, she's got the doll braid. She's got, like, violet eyes, or bright, whatever color that is, like bright red eyes. And then she's got my favorite weapon, in terms of aesthetics. I designed her to kind of look like one of the bosses from the DLC, which is why she looks the way she does. Sort of abandoned her, though. You do own this game, B. Arcane's a very good stat in this game. Very good. Lets you really, like, rack up some damage with the Tonitrus. And it lets you utilize this whole range of weapons that I didn't even show off. Adapting to the playstyle will be hard. For a first playthrough, I do recommend using the saw cleaver, and then maybe upgrading to something that's also melee style. Like, close melee style. The Tonitrus is a good bridge, I'd say, because it lets you level up your arcane stat while, like, working on, or while playing to the strengths of a new player. I personally love the thing. It's my favorite weapon in the game, but that's just me. Just gonna get to Gehrman and go, yep, bye. I mean, there are trophies to unlock for all 3 endings. If you want all the trophies, you need to finish the game at least 3 times. And do the entire Chalice dungeon. And get all the weapons, and get all different kinds of blood gems. Oh my god, it's a nightmare, don't do it. Well, good night, Bloodborne. And I guess I'll bring up the post-stream image while we sit here and talk. You're gonna do it? Well, have fun. I'm probably... I might uninstall Bloodborne, just because it takes up a lot of room on my PS4, and if I ever feel like going back to it, I'd probably reinstall it. I highly doubt I will ever make it to the Thumerian Queen. The thing about her is that she's a really, like, subpar boss fight. She's not very cool. And she is at the end of this, like, 6-dungeon-long crawl through hell with procedurally generated rooms, and everything is not fun. And the bosses are all bullshit, and the later ones have your HP. It's just a nightmare. Really, the Chalice dungeons are just the worst. I've seen people try to defend them, and to that I say, why? It is a lot of work. It's too much work, honestly. Let me bring up Lawrence's theme so I can let that play in the background while I talk. This is my favorite song in all of Bloodborne. It's really cool. Let me find the lyrics that someone posted. There they are. Oh, no. That's still in Latin. There we go. So you skillfully impose the sacrament upon the children. There will be a reward from the holy blood. There will be a reward from the holy blood, or the holy blood keeps secret. Possibly something humanity depends on. Is life any different? He overcame wild lands beyond, the net of the honest, good blood. Wait, this is blasphemy? This mystery is beset by maintaining life, but was not absolved. You were tricked. Be afraid. You were tricked by blood. Be ye afraid to be poisoned. The feast is guaranteed. The holy blood, so let this languish wine be, oh poisonous juice. It's such a good boss theme, and its lyrics are literal lore behind Lawrence. They are literally telling us what's up with Lawrence. As if it wasn't clear enough that the holy blood was a poison that turns people to beasts anyways, and seeing the form that Lawrence was in really puts it into perspective. What happens when you take too much of it? Lawrence is no longer recognizable as anything even remotely human. Now, one thing I didn't talk about was the second half of Lawrence, because, I mean, clearly, I was never even able to get a hit in on that motherfucker. Good boss thing really takes the boss fight from cool to very cool? Hell yeah. If only I could survive a single hit. He's so difficult. During the second half of the boss fight, once you've hit Lawrence enough, his body starts to fall apart because it's burning. And his legs aren't working, so he decides, I don't need these anymore, and he literally rips himself in half and starts crawling on the floor after you, leaking lava all over the place and slashing wildly in front of him. There are no safe angles to attack him from. The only way to hit him is to get in on the side, in between attacks, smack him maybe once or twice, and get out of the way as soon as you can. Because whatever he's doing, it's gonna hurt. There is a reason I went into that DLC with a disclaimer for you guys that was like, look, I'm not gonna be able to beat this. I'm not gonna be able to finish this DLC. Never have, probably never will. Yeah, I have 2 trophies left. One of them is get all the DLC weapons. The other one, with only 10% of players who have played the DLC having ever completed it, is defeat Lawrence. And keep in mind, Bloodborne's single platform. This is, out of every person who has ever bought the DLC and played it, out of everyone, only 9.7% of them have ever defeated Lawrence. Even the final boss of the DLC, Orphan of Kos, has a 10.6% defeat rate. He is lower than the hardest boss fight. I know, imagine the bragging rights behind killing that thing. I highly, highly, highly recommend watching the entirety of Vatividya's YouTube series on Bloodborne. Highly. Bloodborne's lore is I'm gonna just say it, it's the best lore, in my opinion, that From Software has ever put into a video game. Ever. It blends so, like, all of its concepts together so well, and everything has this through line through it, and every bit of the game is important. All of it. Everything has something to do. From every NPC to all of the random statues around Yharnam. How do you spell their username? If you are aware of Zelda, it's Vaati, V-A-T... Here, let me... V-A-A-T? Yeah, VAATIVIDYA. He is a very good YouTuber. Yeah, he's still uploading. He's still going. Talking about Demon Souls lately. He should have a playlist for Bloodborne. Let's see, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne lore. There it is. He has way more than that. What the heck? There it is. It's split across 3 playlists. Bloodborne Lore Hunting, and Dream Guide to Bloodborne are all things that sort of go into the world behind Bloodborne. And there's a lot of content there, just to be warned. You're not going to get through it in a single night, most likely, but it's all good stuff. And understanding Bloodborne is so good. Because it turns even a normal playthrough of the game into, like, oh shit. Oh shit, I know what that is. Oh shit. Constantly. It's weird. There's a couple of weird holes in Bloodborne, though. Just a couple. One of which being Lawrence himself. No one's really sure who, like, how he died or where his body is in the real world. Of course, we see his giant, disgusting, flaming corpse in, The Hunter's Nightmare. But we're not really sure where he comes from. Like, is he the cleric beast from the beginning? There's evidence for and against that. It could go either way. He could be the skull that Vicar Amelia is praying to. Even that sort of has some holes, because nothing in the game directly states that, but he is found in the same spot, and you start the boss fight by returning his skull, which is found on a very similar looking altar. It does seem like it'd line up. The problem is that skull is there whether or not you kill the cleric beast. Because you are not required to kill the cleric beast. So once you get there, like, it would be like a no-brainer if the skull was there when the cleric beast is dead and not there when he isn't, but that's not the case. So the cleric beast appears to be a different kind of animal, but we're not sure who the cleric beast is. There's not really a missing figure in the lore that would lead us to think that, oh, duh, that's the cleric beast. So, that one's still majorly a mystery. It could be just some random member of the clergy that turned because that's what they do in Bloodborne. Oh, the song ended. They do have a very similar look. Lawrence, of course, is much, much stronger. Being effectively the last boss of the game. Let me find... There. Ludwig's theme will do for the rest of this. Now that we have finished Bloodborne, we can talk about what's upcoming. So, Friday and Saturdays are going to be dedicated to Final Fantasy now. This isn't necessarily like a marathon like the others are. It's just we're playing RPGs. That's really just what it's going to be. I'm going to do my best to make sure every RPG I play on here is somewhat blind. just so that I'm taken along with, like, on the ride with you guys, and we can, I guess, all have some fun together, experiencing some RPG plots. Some of the ones that I have lined up, first off is going to be FF4, and we're going to move through Final Fantasy until we sort of get sick of them, and then we're going to take a break and maybe do another one, maybe one that's more action RPG oriented, and then maybe pivot back into Final Fantasy, sort of, you know, weaving it out of them. And that'll be happening from now on Fridays and Saturdays, on the ones that I'm streaming anyways. I make it a point to pretty much stream every Saturday, so, like, whatever. And they're gonna be pretty much 3-hour streams every time. If we hit a good, like, ending point before 1, that's when I'll end it off. Otherwise, 1's gonna be pretty much our hard line. Just because at that point, I'm too exhausted to go on. But some other ones that I do have up on the, I guess, on the list. I have Lost Odyssey, which is, if you aren't aware, so when Microsoft was releasing the Xbox 360, they were making a big push to get it, like, appreciated in Japan, because the original Xbox did poorly in Japan, like, really poorly. And they were like, well, we want this market too. So they hired the former Final Fantasy series director. His name slips my mind. Let me look him up, actually. Lost Odyssey director Daisuke Fukugawa. And Hironobu Sakaguchi, I believe, is actually the man. Yeah, creator of the Final Fantasy series, Hironobu Sakaguchi. He had just left Square, so he was looking for more work, and Microsoft was like, hey, if you make us a couple of JRPGs that'll really be a big hit in the Japanese market, we'll pay you real well. And he was like, yeah, sure. And so he worked on 2 of them, and I have both of them on my list. The first one being Lost Odyssey. I believe it came out not at launch, but very close to launch, and let me see. Let me take a look at its sales figure. Lost Odyssey. Japanese sales. Yeah, it only sold like 40,000 units, which is very small. Very small. However, in the US, the game sold... Yeah, as of April 2010, it sold 100,000 units in Japan. The game did much better in the West. Lost Odyssey debuted at number 7, selling 200,000 copies in its debut month in North America alone. So Microsoft realized they kind of missed their target audience, but still made a boatload of money anyways, so they were like, fine, you can make your one more RPG we have you contracted for, but I'd say this was overall a failure, we probably won't be doing any more with you, and they didn't. The other game that he made is one that, I mean, if you grew up watching television in the late 2000s like I did, you're probably going to recognize the name, at least. He developed Blue Dragon for the Xbox 360, which was sort of a return to his roots. It's a very, very Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is a game that I am playing through right now, so it's not necessarily on the list, but it is a game that I am loving, so maybe. Yeah, Blue Dragon had this fantastic little Saturday morning cartoon that came out right around the time that I would have been watching it, actually. I didn't watch a whole lot of it, but I did watch enough of it to know what was going on and to recognize it. And when I saw that there was a game, I was like, well, that's just a shitty TV tie-in. I don't want that. Turns out it's a goddamn masterpiece, apparently. So that's on the list. Both of them. I'm gonna get to them eventually. Bought enough of iTunes. has a remake of the original on the DS and a sequel on the DS, which are not things that I'm really super interested in. However, we will eventually have to cross that DS gap eventually, because you can't start streaming RPGs without acknowledging the DS at all, you know? Now, I've already finished this one, but I wouldn't mind streaming Radiant Historia, which, if there's the demand there, that game is fantastic. It is, however, on the DS, so streaming it would be a little weird. It's also on 3DS. I could use that version, although I think its community would hang me because they do not like the art style of that game. I think it's fine, if not a little generic. And the extra content it adds is worth the art downgrade. So... that one's on the list, though. Chrono Cross is on the list. Chrono Trigger might be. I don't know if they're super connected. Did they lose the main artist or something between versions? I think they just wanted to upgrade it to feel more at home on the DS. Oh, come on. There we go. Let me check. Why did Radiant Historia change art styles? Let's see if I can figure anything out about it. Oh, I see. The original art style was not very expressive. It was not designed to be very expressive, and they wanted to update it to make the characters show more emotions, and have alternating character, like, portraits and such. And I'm assuming the art style switch was done to make the game feel probably a little bit more in line with other RPGs of the time. So that's probably why they did it. There's no concrete reason listed online, but it's probably more of a consistency thing than anything else. It was an Atlas game, so they are known to take risks on strange art styles. Sometimes they pay off, sometimes they don't. And I'm assuming the internal team at Atlas didn't think of it as a payoff because, I don't know, I guess the original didn't sell very well or something? The original is not cheap, as far as I've seen. It is not an easy game to get your hands on. Oh, no. Looks like they released another wave of it at some point, because you can still get new copies for kind of cheap. That might have been before Perfect Chronology went out, honestly. Oh, there's Perfect Chronology. Oh my god! Why is Perfect Chronology the expensive one? That's the one with the updated art style. Yeah, used. This game is like $60. As opposed to the original's new $30 price. That is insane. It wasn't even that short printed of a game. I'm actually really glad I grabbed mine when I did now. Oh my god. I got mine while I was working at a Walmart, so I got, like, a big discount on it, and I didn't have to, like, spend anywhere near as much, and it ended up being one of my, like, favorite games on the 3DS for a while. It's well worth the price. It's very long, and it's very good. The base idea behind it is that there's, like, 2 timelines that you're going through, and each one has, like, barriers between it, like, no matter what, like, a character will die in one timeline unless you go to the other timeline and, like, figure something out about them or, like, grab an item or something, and then you have to go back to the other timeline and you have to prevent it, and then you can move forward in both, and it's got this weaving structure where you go between both of them. Which is really cool. And it's got like a whole chart for keeping track of how many of the different endings you got, because there's a lot of them. How many endings to Radiant Historia are there? It does not... No one's saying how many nodes there are for the endings. Huh. Weird. Apparently it has an extra boss that I've never fought. That people are considering the true final boss? What is the actual boss fight? Huh. Oh. Oh, that's a JRPG boss, alright. I might have to pick that game back up and play through it on New Game Plus, because that's the only way to get there. Although I've heard it's really hard and you need to be at level cap, so that might require a little bit more grinding than I want. Oh, other than that, if you guys have any ideas for other RPGs you want me to sort of throw on this list, I will gladly take them. Right? And really good opportunity to get back into, like, a really good game. Let me pull up, I guess, what I have of a list so far. I really want to stream Off at some point. I've heard Off is amazing, and it has swing music as its boss thing, like, or as its battle music. Like, how can you not love it? Come on. I'd stream a Persona game, but honestly, that would take up easily 6 months. Easily. Considering, at the moment, I'm kind of stuck with 2 to 3 hour at a time streams-ish. An action RPG, Solito Robo is good? Oh, that's the DS one, isn't it? I mean, streaming DS games isn't exactly easy, but I have heard great things about Solito Robo. So, it's definitely one I'm interested in checking out. Let's see, what else do I have listed here? I mean, there's all of the Final Fantasies are on this list, except for 1 through 3. I've already done those. They're up on my YouTube channel still. Oh, yeah, that game's really expensive. It didn't sell well, did it? It's like $80 to $90, and that was pre-pandemic. Which, you know, everything's more expensive now, so definitely up there. But yeah, FF4 through 15 are all on the list. Minus 11 and 14. 14 I sort of have my own plans for. I have a character that I have streamed here in the past. Oh yeah, there's FF16. We'll see about 16. I am not planning on getting a PS5 for a long while, and I don't know what FF16 is on. If it's on PS5, I'm waiting for ever. But yeah, so 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, all of them, and 15 are all on the list. 14 is gonna do like is gonna be its own thing, and I'm never planning on streaming 11 because it's an old janky MMO. And I do want to at least attempt to stream the sequels, like at least a little bit. If I'm hating them that much, then I'll move on, but I don't know, like, people make a big fuss about how bad FF sequels are, and I don't know, if that's, like, an unfounded rumor, then that's something I want to put to rest, I guess, a little bit. But if it's not an unfounded rumor, then, oh boy, are we in for some entertaining streams. Oh, here's one that people will be excited for. I am contemplating Golden Sun 1 and 2. Probably not Dark Dawn, but at least 1 and 2. Which people are nuts about Golden Sun for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I think it's just because, like, it kind of struck at the right moment for a lot of people, where it came out on the GBA, and a lot of people really liked it, and it was just a big, strong JRPG that released on a really accessible console. That might be why. And I'm just curious what the fuss is about, so, you know, that's a possibility in the future. I know it's not at all practical, but for whatever reason I wrote down Etrian Odyssey on this list. I'm not streaming Etrian Odyssey. Nobody wants to see me play through an Etrian Odyssey game. Nobody. I take so fucking long to draw the most accurate maps I can. I draw in the water into the map because not drawing it makes it feel wrong and incomplete. Including the edges of the water that I can't reach at all. I do want to stream a Shin Megami Tensei game at some point. I don't know which one yet. Probably Nocturne. I love a good map, and I love building my perfect map. That's why I love Etrian Odyssey so much. Unfortunately, I can't get the first 3, because, of course, they are so expensive that looking at them makes me cry. I mean, if you think Solito Robo is expensive, oh my god. Etrian Odyssey 3. Wow. Wait, is it not being sold? Okay. Yeah, no, I'll just pop up desktop view. Cartridge only. $215. Complete Authentic includes case and manual. $250. It's so expensive. Right? No, I am kicking myself because that game used to be $40. I don't know what happened. Etrian just got it, like, popular somehow. Even the original, which is considered by far to be, like, one of the worst, is $50. How much is 2? Yeah, $85. If I were to get any of them, I'd want to get 2, because it's nowhere near as crazy expensive as the original. But you know what? I've never even finished the 2 that I own, so I'm just gonna leave it at those 2. Oh, God, that game is too expensive. It's way too expensive. So yeah, those games are staying off the list. Although I will note my appreciation for them. They're very good. I want to do maybe Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Maybe I'll do Shin Megami Tensei 5 when it comes out. I don't know. If it ever comes out. Oh yeah, Lisa and Lisa the Joyful. Should write down Solo to Robo before I forget it. World Ends With You is on the list, but I'm unsure of if I'm going to be able to properly give that game what it, like, the spotlight it deserves. This is the new SMT in development hell. We've heard nothing about it for years. I think we just got, like, another trailer recently, but it was a 3-year gap between trailers. I can't speak as to whether or not the development is going poorly, but it certainly doesn't seem to be going well. Earthbound's on the list. But Earthbound, I'm gonna, like, slide into one of the open spots in the next marathon that I'm doing, probably. It's, like, short enough for me to do that, so I think I'll end up doing that, and we'll see how it goes. As far as Dark Souls is concerned, because now that I've finished Bloodborne, I have said in the past that I do want to stream the rest of the Souls games. Dark Souls 1 would be the next one up, and I can't say when I'm going to do it, because I don't know how, like, what streams are going to be happening when for literally ever, but it'll happen eventually, once enough time has passed. So I guess look forward to that at some point. I love Dark Souls 1, so hopefully it'll be nice to me. Is it bad that when I said I love Dark Souls 1, the image that came to my mind is like getting fucked over by Sen's Fortress over and over and over and over and over again? Because that's the image that came into my head. Oh, I should write down World of Final Fantasy. I want to do that one, but it's like not very stream friendly because I'd have to buy it digitally. It's not very me friendly, I guess. I'd have to buy it digitally, and it's only on Switch and PS4. I don't have an extra, like, store, like, what are those called? Micro SDs for my Switch. And frankly, I don't need to buy another RPG on PS4 that I'll never touch. Code Vein, the anime-inspired Souls-like? No, but I want to. I'm pretty much just waiting for a price drop on it. And, of course, to end up with some more money. Some more disposable income. Who knows? I'll get there eventually. I will try it, and I'll probably mention that I'm playing it on stream at some point. I have heard good things about it, though. People seem to really like it. In fact, how much is it right now? Code Vein. Oh shit, it's like $20. Game's real cheap. Now, I am very hesitant to try other Souls-likes. Character creator's great, I'd expect so. I am very hesitant to try other Souls-likes because, well, first things first, I've never finished all the Souls games. I've never finished Demon Souls. Probably never will. That game is so mean. Crazy long hair. Good shit. Good shit. I have been burned a handful of times on some from software Souls-likes, specifically Neo and Lords of the Fallen. I played a bit of Lords of the Fallen. I was enjoying it, but the first boss was just so hideously unbalanced and not fun that I decided to return the game and get my money back before like the time period ended on Steam. Pretty sure I left a negative review. I would have to go check that though. And then Neo, like, man, if you think any of the Souls games are hard, Neo is like nonsensically hard. It is way too difficult for what it is. And thus I did not enjoy it at all. Now, if Code Vein is tolerable, then, you know, I probably will enjoy it. But man, difficulty in Souls-likes is a delicate balance that I've only ever seen From Software get right. You know, like, very few FromSoft bosses feel unfair unless they are deliberately designed to be extremely unfair, like the secret bosses in each of their games. I'm looking at you, Ancient Dragon, motherfucker. Sicking his entire army on me for no reason. Every time I die to him. That boss fight sucks. Or hell, what's his name? Dark Eater Midear. Calamite. A lot of dragons. Anyways, it's currently 1:14, so it's very late for me. So yeah, that's gonna be everything from me tonight. Tomorrow night's my night off, but after that we are finally starting Sonic Unleashed. Tomorrow, or Monday night, which will be from 10 to 12 Pacific time. Tomorrow, or Monday night, I keep saying tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. Sunday still exists. Yeah, so we're finally playing Sonic Unleashed. Finally. I wanted to start it this week, but some mishaps with some tech kept me from doing it. So, what are you gonna do? I now have it on a console that will actually let me stream it. And we can actually start the long-awaited last good Sonic game. I don't want to completely discount Colors and Generations. They were fine, but like they weren't Unleashed good. But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. Oh yeah, that game needs a PS5 port. It needs it. It is begging for it. That way the frame rate will be like a buttery smooth 60, and its like level design will finally be appreciated, and people will bitch about the werehog all over again, but this time people will actually know what they're talking about and maybe even like him. But that's neither here or there. I'll talk about a lot of that stuff once we actually play Sonic Unleashed. For now, that is going to be everything. Thank you guys for enjoying the entirety of Bloodborne with me. It was a wild ride from start to finish, and it's finally over, so we can say goodnight to our good boy Damaged. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and have a great night.